Hello, happy Wellness Wellbeing Wednesday, everybody. I am excited to be here. It is Wellness Wellbeing Wednesday, and I am coming to you as promised every week at 2:30 Central Standard Time here in the United States of America to share my wellness tips, answer questions, and just be here for you however it is that you need. And I am really inspired by one of the textbooks that I'm taking with my master's certification in health and wellness, and that is by Dr. Rosenberg's book from Nonviolent Communication. So the series that we have for you today, because we are in the Suicide Prevention Month for September, it is about embracing grace with positivity of nonviolent communication. And today, the topic that I'm giving you is communication that blocks compassion. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur. I am your hospitality, health, and wellness strategist that is here to help guide you to a positive process for change with a lean, holistic, healing approach from the inside out. And that is while taking and showing you to those top luxury destinations all over the world. First and foremost, I want to share with you my why of being a survivor of a progressive degenerative neuromuscular disorder along with depression for over 30 years now. And I get to stand here today to talk about wellness and what I have done of being a survivor. And any tips that come to mind as our world changes, that is what my purpose is. My purpose, my passion, and my why. So you may notice some uncomfortable pauses. Sometimes the cognitive part of the words kind of just go with the strange twitch, sway, whatever that might be that looks a little awkward or strange. It's most likely the neurological side. So I just ask for your grace and know that I usually get back on track. A little bit more about me is that I am a believer, a mother, an advocate, educator, entrepreneur, speaker, and a world-class traveler. And MacArthur Accommodations, for you who is bringing this to you today, is a hospitality, health, and wellness coaching and consulting advisement company that specializes in overall optimal health and wellness worldwide, with those innovations to reflect, recharge, and renew yourself one step at a time. And that is to create that hashtag immunity for life. So I am an international health and wellness coach that complements my certification in traditional Chinese medicine, and that goes along with a 30-plus year career in hospitality, hotels, site selections, tourism, just to tell you. So today, the wellness tips that we are going to talk about comes from a language with grace that I was telling you about. And that is embracing that grace with positivity of nonviolent communication. And tips for you about communication that blocks compassion this week is tip number 1, moralistic judgment. When we say moralistic judgment, what do you think about? Those are ways that we communicate. They can alienate us from our own natural state of compassion. The world we live today with judgments all around us, focusing on who is what. Are we guilty of speaking this type of language, judging others' behavior while preoccupying our own impressions and thoughts? Who is good, bad, abnormal? Do we encourage each other? Well, I encourage you to step out of that, of our own impressions, and step outside of that way of thinking within our own selves. Reframing our mindset from wrongdoing to doing the right doing. It allows us a better way to be in harmony with our own lives. Tip number 2 for you today is having perception. Classifying or judging can promote, I'm going to move this just a tad so we don't get too overheated. So having perception, classifying or judging can promote violence. When we think about that, we are in Suicide Prevention Month. So certain ways of thinking can attribute to conflict or adversity. Analyzing another person can be expressions of our own needs and values. How do we react to the words or expressions? With compassion or with judgment? Tip number 3 is making comparisons. Making comparisons is about having or making a comparison because that is a form of judgment. Dan Greenberg demonstrates in his book that he demonstrates it in a way that's powerful and humorous. Certain illustrations that are great for us to look at. And when we talk about making comparisons, it's about reflecting on our own achievements, both negative and positive. And it allows us to see more clearly how this blocks our own compassion. Tip number 4. I think I see you, Miss Deborah. Happy Wellness Wednesday. And we are going to talk about tip number 4, denial of responsibility. Not accepting responsibility of our own thoughts, feelings, or actions hinders awareness. Expressions of phrases such as have to, I was made to feel guilty, or because. This all denies actions of our own personal responsibility. And replacing positive language that acknowledge choice versus implying lack of choice removes dangerous thoughts, feelings, or behavior, and it removes that and replaces it with positive consciousness. Tip number 5, and my final tip for you today, is there are other types of life-alienating communication. And that is communicating our desires as demands explicitly or implicitly, because that can threaten a listener, whoever is on the other end. It can threaten them with punishment or shame versus an uplifting outlook. And we really never know what that person is going through or what's happening, what their story is. And that is why I'm so passionate about sharing this series with you. Removing the thought process of who deserves what. This helps take away the barriers to communicate with passion. Life-alienating communication is deep-rooted with human nature viewpoints, both philosophically and politically. And just look around at the world we're living in today and think about that for just a bit. And then I share with you, encouragement shows compassion. It costs you nothing. So these are my 5 wellness tips for you today. I hope that they have brought you great value. Please like, comment, share with me if there's anything that resonated with you, or if there's a topic that you would like to hear about. I would be honored to bring something up that is of interest for you. You can join our immunity community. Please go subscribe, and you can go to www.immunityforlife.net. And you can register for up-and-coming workshops. We've got the Make Health Your Habit coming in October. And don't forget, just take a look at subscribing to our immunity community, because we have a lot of free offers, special discounts, and lots of exciting things coming on. So I encourage you to do that. If by chance you need some of my services, we do offer concierge VIP services coaching and consulting, mainly for executives, but whoever, we are here to be of service. So thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all a beautiful, prosperous, and productive day. And please don't forget, think about the communication and how you are utilizing that with compassion. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.